Fairway bunker shots, and what are the keys to hitting a fairway bunker shot? Number one is you want to choke up. You can see here as I'm getting set up that normally if I grounded the club like I was in the fairway, I would be there, but I want to choke up on the club so that when I take my normal posture, the leading edge of the club is right at the equator of the ball. So I have choked up on this club probably 2 inches to get measured correctly to the ball. So as you look at me here on the left, how much I choke up will depend on how far do my feet go in the sand. Is the ball above my feet? Is the ball below my feet? All those kind of things will affect, do I just choke up a little bit or do I choke up all the way down almost to the steel? So you want to choke up, and a lot of times it's probably going to be about right there. You're probably going to choke up a couple inches so that that club is off the ground, out of the sand. We cannot touch the sand in a fairway bunker, and we want that leading edge at the equator of the ball. The second key is we want to stay tall. So if you look at this swing, we look at the top of the swing of both of these. You can see where I am at the top. My head has stayed pretty steady. If I draw a line on my Titleist, on my cap here, you're going to see that I do raise up a little bit at the top of my swing. But as I come down and into this ball from the top and get into these hitting areas, as I get right there coming into the ball, you can see that my lower body has shifted. My club head is pretty much on plane here. I've got good lag in my swing. And as I come down and into impact, you're going to see that my head, the Titleist on my cap, if anything, I'm a hair taller. And if we look at the top of the brim of my cap here on the left, notice the brim of my cap's right there, and if I go back to address, it's there. So if anything, I've gotten just a little bit taller at impact, and that's going to help me pick that ball out of the sand. The worst thing you can do is hit too far behind the ball and not get the distance. So you want to stay tall as you hit these shots, and I'll just let you see this coming down from the top. But you're going to see the lower body's going to shift. Now my body's rotating. Now it's time for the arms and hands to rotate and hit the ball as I go through. So staying tall is very key to picking that ball and keeping really a still head. Big keys. Now when we look at my student Georgia here, who was struggling out of the bunker, what you're going to see with her is that she ends up going backwards with her head and lower. So because she's going backwards with her upper body and a little lower with her head, notice her head will be a little lower here at impact. So you can certainly see her head is lower. She now is got a chance of hitting that behind that ball and hitting it fat. So if she could have her head more in this circle where she started and being a little taller, I think that would help her a lot. The rest of her golf swing looks good. She's shifted her weight. She is in a good impact position where the club is not past her left arm yet. But she definitely has gotten lower and gone further back with her head. So she's got to stay forward with her head and stay a little taller so she can pick that ball right off the sand and hit down into it. And there she hit a little behind it on the left. And I think if she does that, she's going to be a lot better off. So the two keys to hit better fairway bunker shots is to choke up so that that leading edge of the club is on the equator of the ball, hovering over the sand. And as you swing the club, if anything, stay tall. Don't go down too much as you come through the ball. And for more information, visit my website, LarryRinker.com.